Hello, happy Sunday. Thanks so much for coming on to meal prep with me. Just like I promised, I'm gonna show you some of the things that I do to plan and prepare. I don't take 2 hours every Sunday to do this. I like my Sundays to just kind of be chill and relaxed. But I definitely wanna set myself up to not be scrambling during the week and to be successful for my goals, which is to continue eating healthy. So I do like to plan. I don't prep as much. Like I don't cook all my things and have them in containers. That's just not my thing. If that's your thing, great. And if that works for you, then that's super awesome. That's not the season I'm in right now. Since I'm not working full time, I'm able to come home and make dinner. Usually like while Ezra's napping or after he wakes up, he kind of just like hangs out and I cook. So I'm able to do that and not everyone is. So I totally understand if your thing is to cook all day on Sunday. That's not mine. So that's not what this is. This is just me kind of showing you how I plan out my meals and kind of set up my grocery list. So first, breakfast. I'm like super lame with breakfast. We almost always have protein pancakes. If you haven't heard me talk about my protein pancakes, they're amazing. The recipe's on my Instagram, or you can message me and I can send it to you. But me and Ezra love them, and it's a great way for me to get him protein. Because he doesn't eat a lot of meat yet for whatever reason. But yeah, so we love the protein pancakes and I have that all the time along with my Shakeology. So I don't do a lot for breakfast. I'll either do pancakes and make enough for a few days, or like baked oatmeal or overnight oats. And then on the weekends we like to have like eggs and other cool stuff for breakfast because we have more time on the weekends. So breakfast is just super simple for me. Lunches, we also do a lot of the same things. Ezra and I will just have like snacky type fruits and veggies. Sometimes we'll have like a sandwich or leftovers. So lunches, I don't really plan a lot. I just make sure that I have a lot of fresh fruits and veggies. I really like this turkey that we get at H-E-B. It's so yummy. String cheese, yogurt, just stuff like that. So I don't plan a lot for lunches. I just make sure that I have that stuff always in the fridge. My fruit and veggie drawer things are like always full. And then dinners, I think, is what most people kind of want help with, at least from my understanding. So what I do for my dinners is I plan my dinners around the protein. So we usually pick one protein and then I just like add a bunch of veggies to it. I don't do a lot of carbs at dinner time. Sometimes I'll make them for Ezra or Scott, but I don't really like doing that for myself. So I'll like choose usually 5 different ones and then I'll make 5 dinners, and then usually we go out once, whether it's as a family or a date night, and then I'll try to have leftovers once. Usually at least one of the meals that I make will have enough for us to eat it for 2 days. So for example, I looked in my fridge, I kind of like do an inventory of what I have, and just to kind of see what I have to work with, and then I'll build my menu off of that. So I have some ground turkey, I almost always have frozen chicken breasts, and frozen shrimp, and eggs. I try to do 1 meatless meal per week, and then Scott loves his red meat, so I do like 1 beef. So I usually just like switch off between turkey, chicken, some sort of seafood, beef, and then eggs, because I don't like tofu and so like that's my meatless thing is eggs. We love eggs. So I will just build off of those things. So for example, this week I have turkey, so I'm gonna make turkey meatloaf cups. It's just like turkey meatloaf, but in little muffin tin things. And then I just add usually like a salad and some steamed or roasted veggies. And so I always just like keep the frozen broccoli and frozen cauliflower rice and stuff from Costco. And then some fresh veggies too. I always have like carrots, and just peppers and stuff like that. Whatever's kind of in season is what I try to do, just because it's cheapest and then you get a lot of nutrients from that. And then Scott wanted bacon, so I got some bacon, and he'll kind of eat that whenever he feels like it if he doesn't like what I made. But I have some Brussels sprouts that are left over from what I made last week. So there's this bacon and Brussels recipe that I want to try from one of the nutrition plans that I've done that I haven't tried it yet because I'm not a big fan of bacon. So we're gonna try that with some eggs So that will be my meatless meal. I don't put specific things on specific days because I just like might not feel like eating it that day. So I just kind of plan what meals I'm gonna have and then have them whatever day I feel like it. And then I put some chicken out of the freezer into the fridge to defrost. So that's like 2 large chicken breasts. So that would probably be like 2 days. So I did salsa chicken for 1 day, which is kind of just like chicken tacos basically. So I usually make like a salad out of it. And then the other chicken breast I would use for, I put Cobb salad because I have everything that I would need for a Cobb salad. So that's how I would use chicken. And I could do the Cobb salad for lunches too. I just kind of like to have some extra options depending on like what I feel like, what Scott feels like, stuff like that. And then for the seafood, I have the frozen shrimp in the freezer. So I'll pull it out usually the day before and just have it defrost in the fridge. So I did shrimp fried rice. So I just like always have my fried cauliflower or my cauliflower rice in the freezer. And then I just use the other frozen veggies. I'll show y'all. Just like mixed vegetables like this. So that's like a super easy meal. And it comes together super fast. So I do that. And then this week's our date night. We're trying to do 2 per month because we've been awful at date nights. So hopefully this week will be our date night. And then Scott got some steaks when he went to grab me something at HEB. He's like, I'm getting myself some stuff. I'm like, great. So we got some steaks. So I'm assuming we'll have that next weekend. And so it'll just be in the freezer until then. So that's kind of what I have planned, and I shouldn't need to go to the store. I went to the store like 3 times this last week just because I was getting ready for the party. So I have plenty of things. So just like before I even plan my meal, I'll just kind of show you. I go through my fridge. It might not look super organized, but I just go through my fridge and kind of like do an inventory of what I have. So like I noticed that I had those Brussels sprouts that I'm gonna need to use. I have like a little bit of like zucchini and yellow squash and pepper that I will scramble with my eggs when we do the eggs because I love veggies scrambled into eggs. And then like I have like the turkey and I have stuff for a salad for the Cobb salad thing. I have like half a jar of salsa that I'd use for the salsa chicken. So it kind of takes some practice and some time just like getting used to that because it's taken me like 3 years of doing this and finally figuring out what works for me. But I just like look in my fridge, see everything that I have and see what I can pull together. So I don't know if that's helpful for you, but like I said, it just takes practice. Something that you can do is just like go on like my Instagram stories, on my highlights for recipes, or Pinterest, and just like find recipes that look good to you and then look at the ingredients and see if it's things that you have. And if you have them, write that down on your menu, and then whatever ingredients you don't have, write down on your shopping list. So that's what I normally do. This week is a little different because I don't really need to go shopping. I'm almost out of yogurt, and I have yogurt almost every morning, so I probably will need to stop and get some yogurt at some point. We might need to get more bananas at some point because we go through bananas super fast. And just like little things like that, but I don't need to do a full-on grocery trip this week because I went plenty of times last week. So yeah, that's kind of how I set up my menu. I'll show you. This is, I know this is backwards for you, but I've just started using this whiteboard, and then I obviously put it in my planner too. So yeah, that's what I do. If you have questions, suggestions, please send me a message or comment. I would love to hear. I'm always looking for ways to improve and new suggestions that I have. So yeah, I probably will like chop up some veggies and just like make sure I have stuff easy to grab and go for snacks. I always have my beach bars, of course, for snack stuff, but that's what works for me. I hope some of it will help you or work for you, and that you're able to set yourself up for success this week to eat lots of yummy, healthy things to nourish your body. Okay, I love you, bye.